everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in to this video. Today I'm going to share with you the story of the Association of Residential Communities and how we as an organization have adapted to the changing needs of the residential community at large. My name is Jeff Gilmore and I'm the founder and president of the Association of Residential Communities. So when we talk about the residential community industry, many people would refer to these as gated estates or residential estates or villages or retirement villages or complexes or clusters. Essentially, the residential community industry is made up of these estates that are governed by a homeowners association or a body corporate. So we'll kick off by giving you a few very interesting facts about our industry. I'm not sure if you know that we collect on an annual basis around 800 billion rand in levies, which is therefore our annual operating budget. Our assets under management equates to around R1 trillion, which is a third of the total residential property value in the country. We house in organized communities between 4 and 5 million people, and we occupy between 8.8 and 9% of developed land. So if you are a developer, a director or trustee of a HOA or body corporate, or an estate manager or managing agent, or a staff member working in any of those environments, or if you are a resident residing in or hoping to reside in a community, or a provider providing solutions to the residential community industry at large, you're at the right place. So we were founded in 2008, on the 1st of April 2008, with a situation where there was very little engagement and interaction and imparting of knowledge amongst residential communities in the country. So sure, many communities were talking to each other on a local level and sharing ideas about their estates, but at a local level, and it was never organized, it was never synergized, it was never coordinated into one set of best practices and solutions that we as an association have managed to develop over the last 12 years. So we launched the association with 11 founder members, those being from the far edges of Mpumalanga right through to the Western Cape, and those 11 founder members assisted the association at that time to start developing best practices and solutions as it relates to community living, to create great places to live, to work, and to play. So while at that stage most of our efforts were based on the basic needs of residential estates, that being security and then landscaping and aesthetics, this has changed over the years, and so ARC has adapted to these changes through a whole range of innovative programs, solutions, and ideas, together with our founder members and other members as they have become involved with ARC. So they have an organization in America called the Community Association Institute, and we decided to also look at the international market in order to find solutions and issues that were facing that market. And the CAI, being an international organization, has chapters all over the world, and to that end we established the South African chapter. It was the first chapter of the CAI internationally, and the purpose of that was to provide opportunities for estate managers and staff to access qualifications and gain professional designations in the areas of community management. So that chapter, as founded by ARC and many other estates and individuals in the industry at that time, now offers these qualifications which are internationally recognized for estate managers, and you can get more information on that by contacting us afterwards, and we'll point you in the right direction. So in the industry, as it grew and as members grew, needs started to change, where we found that owners and directors in these communities were seeking more value-added solutions other than the basic necessities of security and beautification. So we identified a whole range of experts, and now I have between 30 and 35 of these organizations that work with us in all areas beyond security and landscaping, to areas of alternate power solutions, financial management, property management, issues around waste management and the environment, areas where we needed experts in included short-term insurance. It included the whole legal framework, the legislative framework, and of course in the whole realm of technology, including access control, video surveillance, analytics, monitoring, and many other areas that impacted on the industry. So we consult with those experts, and those experts make themselves available to the industry so that their needs and challenges can be resolved by consulting and using those experts. They've become business partners to ARC and provide invaluable service to our industry. Communications, while it may seem to be a cliche, became really important, and to that end we although we had a website, we updated our website into a fully fledged public website linked to a communications portal, where on that portal all members will be able to download, we estimate, between 500 and 600 of our best practice documents in all areas of estate management and leadership. On that portal, we're able to send messages and notices to our members, and they are able to communicate directly with us through the portal. On the portal is a highly interactive forum where communities can interact with each other and post challenges and topics and concerns and issues up on the forum, and then get real-time responses from all members that participate on the forum. There's also a polling system where members can open up a poll should they desire some statistics on what estates are doing, perhaps in the area of levies, increased in levies, wages and salaries, and they wanted to compare what other communities are doing. They simply create a poll, and then those results of the polls can be seen again in real time with the number of respondents that took the time to participate in that particular poll. We quite soon, as membership grew, realized that there are regional issues as well as national issues that our members are interested in gaining information on. So we formed chapters around the country. We currently have 7 chapters around the country with a chapter leader, and we meet regularly with those chapters on a face-to-face basis, and more recently using online platforms that are available to us. and we at those chapter meetings invite business partners and service providers to share their expertise. We also get guest speakers to come and address those chapters through the online platform and provide incredibly useful insights to our members in a particular region. It also gives the opportunity for our member estates to network with each other during those sessions and ask questions across the floor in relation to a specific issue or a specific problem that they are grappling with. Workshops and seminars have become increasingly important to our members, where we will run workshops on unpacking the legal framework, perhaps looking at and investigating a new piece of legislation that has come out, or in areas of reserve studies, financial planning, and the like. We also conduct surveys on a regular basis, and all members have access to the results of those surveys. Surveys will include size, demographics, geographic locations, issues around levies and budgets and finance in general, as well as amenities and facilities that we have in our communities. And those surveys can be adapted to the needs of our members, and we will gladly then create a survey and share the outcomes of that survey with you, so that you can benchmark what you're doing in your community with other communities that are like for like, which is quite important. So in the area of legislation and the legal framework, we felt the need to establish an organization that's called the Residential Communities Council. That organization is governed by member estates. It is funded by member estates through an additional fee that is put onto the ARC membership fee, and that organization essentially and primarily ensures that our rights to self-govern are protected. So the RCC, the Residential Communities Council, monitors legislation, monitors legal cases, serves as amicus or friend of the court in many of these matters, the most recent being the speeding matter at an estate in Belito, where in the appeal court it was ruled in favor of the estate, largely as a result of our intervention as amicus, and a positive judgment was made in that ruling. And that judgment essentially says that we apply our rules and regulations in our communities, which are private communities, and we are not necessarily applying any legislation specifically, and in this matter was the Road Traffic Act. I didn't mention earlier, and I'll mention it now, our highlight of the year is our annual conference. We have between 150 and 180 participants in that conference, and we address issues that are current and could become issues in the future. We have international and local speakers, opportunity to network, and we also include in that conference our annual golf day. So in a nutshell, that's what our industry looks like. We estimate between 5,000 and 6,000 free title developments in the country that are run by a Homeowners Association with a memorandum of incorporation or a constitution, depending on how that free title development is established, and around 56,000 sectional title schemes that are managed by a body corporate through the Sectional Titles Management Act, and those bodies corporate in most cases outsource the management of those schemes to a managing agent. Many of those managing agents are too members of the Association of Residential Communities. So Going forward, there are some really exciting, innovative programs coming up. One of them is the launching of an online learning program where estate managers and staff, as well as directors and trustees, can log in to attend an online learning program for directors around induction into the new role. And more importantly, should they decide to do that prior to being elected, it would give directors and trustees a good feel of their roles and responsibilities, including their fiduciary responsibilities. So watch out and watch the space for our online learning program. We're also launching what we have termed the Shared Prosperity Program with First National Bank, where we are putting together self-funded programs in the areas of social responsibility, transformation, and shared prosperity initiatives, including growing women in business, early childhood development, and many others. So it's a program encouraging owners on communities to think beyond their walls, to create ecosystems within and around their particular communities. We're also very excited to be launching, together with a business partner, an integrated database management system where all subsystems within the community, like access control, bookings, golf bookings, events, and general communications, are all integrated into one database, ensuring accuracy, legitimacy, and credibility of information. So that is very exciting. We've also have a loyalty program, and you can find out more about that, encouraging and rewarding owners for making use of both internal facilities like the clubhouse, the golf course, community centers, sports centers, and other facilities run in-house or in surrounding communities, where we would then sign on retailers and other type organizations, restaurants included in that, so that loyalty points or wallets could be used to encourage homeowners in communities to support homeowners in communities. So if you are a developer launching a new development, or in the early stages of development, or in the late stages of development, or a director or trustee of a HOA or a body corporate, if you're a director or in those organizations, an estate manager, a staff member, a resident or a tenant, or a provider to the residential communities, or you would like to offer your solutions to residential communities, and you should contact us. So our website is www.hoasupport.co.za. You can email us on info@hoasupport.co.za, or you could phone us on 083 4444 176. That's directly to me on my cell phone, or 0861 462 463 is our office number. So thank you again for tuning in to this video, and we would love to interact with you. You can post a comment at the bottom of this video, or you can contact us, and we would be very, very happy to talk to you more about this wonderful industry and our association that serves it with pride and passion. Thank you.